Well, hello everyone. This is Professor Chuck Conkle. This is TechScope Tuesday. I have with me today Dave Costello. He is the managing manager of college communication at Rock Valley College. And Dave, how you doing today, man?
Good. How are you, Chuck?
Doing great. One of the things I want to mention to students that are listening right now is, and I've got a couple connected already, make sure you guys register for summer and fall courses coming up. And the summer, I believe, we're 2 weeks into it, I believe. The fall, I believe, we're in day 3 of priority registration. It started Sunday, Monday, now we're into Tuesday. And then tomorrow is open registration, meaning you guys that are doing priority registration get first come, first served basis on courses. Some courses do fill up. The other side of the spectrum that a lot of students don't think about is if you register too late, and we don't reach the numbers that we need for our courses can get dropped. And so that's something you need to be aware of and schedule. Because I know a lot of the courses in CIS and web are intermediate advanced courses and they're not required courses. And so they don't fill up. And so we need a certain percentage. So make sure and register early. And I believe you guys that are following us on Facebook and Twitter have all the class information. All the instructors have shared it. Dave, do you have anything to mention about that might help students from the website perspective you can think of?
You did a pretty good job. Just that open is 9 p.m. tomorrow via online services only.
Okay.
So,
Gotcha.
Yeah, and they should know how to access that through my RVC.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next day they can register in person if they choose, starting at 8 a.m.
Okay, awesome. And one of the things I'll mention with you guys about registering online Wednesday night at 9 p.m. is have all your classes already kind of like saved on whether you want to print it out. Go on the website. They got tons of tools for you to look up courses and go on online services. But have those courses listed out, because one thing you don't want to happen is, and this can happen, if you stay on the online services website too long without doing anything and you're logged in, it will log you out. And so I know students that have went on, started registering, and they're actually looking for their classes while they're registering and take 10, 15, 20 minutes in between registration of classes, and it times out. And they don't even realize it till the next day or next week. And they're like, hey, I don't have my courses I thought I submitted, so just be aware of that and make sure you have your list ready. But thanks for joining us today, Dave. And I know it's a bad day to be inside. It's a nice day outside today. It's really beautiful out.
Yeah.
And just so you know, location-wise, I don't want to bring stalkers to you, but location-wise, tell students where you're at on campus. Because they might not know, I'm guessing.
I'm in Building E, which is the president's office. So it's the old farmhouse building across from the Studio Theater building. So if you park in lot 1, we're in that building right there.
All right. And so what is I know I already said the title earlier, but go ahead and have you tell us your technical title at RVC.
Sure. It's Manager of College Communications. Basically, my job is kind of a hybrid of public relations communications and also marketing.
Mm-hmm.
So I do help with internal and external communications and PR. And then on the marketing side, I manage the content on the college's website.
Mm-hmm.
And I also help oversee some of social media. I know you spoke with Abby Garcia on here a couple months ago.
Sure.
So we work together on some of that stuff.
Yeah, and these guys did a great job, students, just so you know, as far as the move we had recently from the old stinky website to the new awesome website. Dave was integral in that. I was in the beginning stages, but Dave and Josh Curtis and a whole list of people, Abby Garcia, a whole bunch of people were involved. And it took about a year and a half, somewhere around there, something like that, didn't it?
From when we sat with you for those initial planning stages, it's almost 2 years ago.
Exactly.
A little over.
Right.
So it was quite the project.
Yeah, and the students have been real impressed with it, especially because it's become mobilized to where they can view it on a mobile device much nicer. And so tell us how long you've worked at RVC, Dave. How long have you been here?
August will be 10 years for me. So,
wow. 10-year
I definitely
anniversary.
tries.
Awesome.
Yeah, 10 years. Yep.
10-year anniversary. And as far as your most rewarding part of what you do, I know you have a lot of different hats that you wear on a daily basis. You're not just doing web stuff behind the desk, but you're also out in front of people. You're walking around campus. You're doing interviews. I mean, tons of stuff. So kind of tell us, out of all of that, what your most rewarding part of your job is.
Sure. Well, it's great to be able to help everybody out at the college. We're in a position where just about everybody at the college needs our help and our services at some point to help either promote an event or get the word out about something, or to help them with the content on the website or things of that nature. So helping out pretty much everyone across the college is rewarding. But then I think anybody who works at the college would say to that question that anything that you or we can do that impacts students in a positive way is rewarding. So you mentioned the website. The fact that we were able to get that upgraded and to a point that we're very proud of, and where it's more user friendly for our students and our prospective students, is definitely rewarding. So I would mention that as probably the top things.
Yeah. Now, is there any new features on the website? I know you guys are constantly doing stuff. You don't advertise every little thing you do. I know that from a web guy myself and teach web, there's stuff that you work really hard on that you really don't get to talk about. And you kind of like, it'd be cool if some people actually saw this. And so do you have anything maybe, because we've got some, mostly connected users today are from, CIS, web. And so these are students that are going into this field. And so is there some, one of the latest features or something you really worked on that you're really proud of that you can talk about real quick?
I can tell you a few things we have coming down the line.
Sure, that'd be great.
Since we just launched in November, we're at this point where we sat down and said, okay, now how can we make some enhancements and do some things to keep this momentum going?
Right.
So, a couple of the things we're going to be working on, 4 years back or so, we launched the electronic version of the credit schedule, where you can basically go online and search all your courses now instead of having to go through the printed. It's more up to date, that kind of thing. We're making that switch with Community Ed as well. Mm-hmm. So that's one big thing that's going to be coming.
That'll be nice.
We're going to be working to make our online application process a little more fluid as far for both students and for the employees on the receiving end, so that when they fill out those applications, it then goes right in the database and people don't have to do extra work to get that information. So those are a couple big things. And we're also going to be working on making a faculty database sort of available that's a little more user friendly too. It shows you, who these people are and where they're located and how you can contact them, and pictures, include their photos and things like that. So those are three of the big things that we're going to be working on next.
Okay. Before I go on, I'm going to ask you if there's any connected users that have a question for Dave real quick. You can post it on Periscope. If I don't, I think one or two has come through and I did not catch it. And so we will reply to those posts in the post session. And so don't get upset if we don't get your question. We'll definitely get to it though. So what's your favorite movie, Dave? Get to some fun trivia here. What's your favorite movie and why is it your favorite movie?
Yeah, that's a good one. I've been asked that a lot. I love movies, so it's hard to pick one. If I really had to pick one, I tell people I would pick Back to the Future.
Okay.
Because I grew up in the 80s, and I also feel like it's timeless, and it appeals to a very broad audience. It's one of those that I can watch over and over again, and it doesn't get old. And it's still sort of relevant today.
Sure.
It still holds up today. So if I really had to pick one, it would be that. But I'm also a Star Wars nerd.
Star Wars, okay. So what'd you think of the new Star Wars? Did you like the new Star Wars?
Yeah, I loved it. Cool. I saw it 5 times in the theater. So,
there you go.
Yeah. A little bit of a Star Wars geek. Yeah.
Talking about Back to the Future, the hoverboard in the movie.
Yeah.
We were at where was it? Near Chicago over the weekend, and we saw 2 kids on those, the electric boards that look like a sideways skateboard They put their feet, I don't know what they call them. I call them hoverboards, but I don't think that's what the term is. Anyway, these things were moving. There was like they might have been 9, 10-year-old kids. They were probably going 4 to 5 miles an hour on the parking lot on those things. And they were really moving pretty quick. And I thought, man, that'd been awesome to have that when I was a kid. I probably got hurt a lot, but, it'd been a lot of fun.
Yeah, I've heard that they've been working on that. I don't think they've quite got it to where it was in the Back to the Future 2, but they do have some stuff that they're getting closer.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But it's 2015 now. In the movie it was 2015.
Oh, yeah, you're right, it was. That's what the big thing was last year about that. And they sold like crazy. I mean, I know you heard in the news about the stuff burning up, the boards burning up and going in flames. But I'd actually never seen 2 in action. I'd seen them in the mall and online. But these kids were just going to town, and it looked pretty awesome. It looked like a lot of fun. I don't think I tried today, but, when I was younger, I would definitely have tried it. That's pretty sweet. Okay, so favorite music. What's your favorite music? If I was listening to, or get out your phone or your, look your computer, what is it you listen to when you're working on web stuff? You got your headphones on. What are you jamming to?
Yeah. I'm a big Foo Fighters fan. I love the Foo Fighters. So,
awesome.
I'll either listen to them or their station on Pandora, where it's a good mix of that type of music. So, yeah, I love them.
Well, Foo Fighters, I used to watch Letterman all the time before he retired, and he was real close to the band Foo Fighters, and they used to be on all the time, like at least 2 to 3 times a month, but I haven't seen them since he's retired, and kind of miss seeing them because they're just an awesome band, and they're so versatile in all the music they play with, and so I grew up in a musician home, and I still play, but they're really good musicians, every one of them in that band, so yeah, good choice.
I saw them live at Wrigley Field last summer.
Oh my gosh, I bet that was crazy.
It was fantastic.
I've heard they put on a good live show. Okay, so hobbies. What is your what's your favorite hobby? Like on a Saturday, you got your chores done at home. You're caught up at work. Yeah. What is it you love to do to have fun?
I like to run. I like to run in 5Ks.
Okay.
I got last few years I got into brewing beer, so doing some home brewing.
My
father-in-law's really into it. He kind of got me into it.
Okay.
So I kind of enjoy doing that.
Now, did you do the Red Shoe Run over this last weekend, or did you?
I did not do that.
You did not. Okay.
I did Melt Fest a few weeks ago.
Okay, I remember that one. Cool.
Yeah.
Now, as far as how students get in touch with you, kind of wrapping it up here, what's the best way for folks to connect to you there where you're at in the building E? Is that correct?
Yeah, I'd prefer email because I'm on it all day and I respond right away to it.
Sure.
So d.costello, Costello at rockvalleycollege.edu.
All right.
And I'll usually respond same day for sure.
You're real good. He's very fast at responding. I've reached out to Dave many times, not early in the morning either. I'm probably getting in trouble, even late at night. But he's really good about responding, usually within a few hours, especially if it's during the day. Now, if you guys contact him after 5 p.m., more than likely you're not going to hear anything till the next day. And so now, is there anything you want to touch base on we've not covered as far as stuff going on in your area, stuff the students need to be aware of as far as events? I know there's tons of events. They can probably just go to the RVC website, rockvalleycollege.edu, click on events. And a lot of students actually aren't aware of the fact that you can save those events to your phone. You can save them to your tablet. You can share them on Facebook and Twitter, and we would recommend that, right, for students to do that on any events coming up, because these guys work. Abby and that was on a while back, and I know both work hard on social media, but it's a group effort. Students are definitely on social media more so than faculty and staff, and need your guys' help on getting this stuff out and sharing, liking. Following us on Facebook and Twitter. And if you just go, I think the new thing on the block is Snapchat. I know at the CIS department, we've started doing our daily stories. of Snapchat.
Yeah.
And it's been going pretty good. I think we have like 30 or 40 followers or something right now. We just started 2 days ago. And I know you guys do at least 1 or 2 or 3 stories a day, it looks like. It seems like that's about the average. And so students that aren't aware, they can follow you guys on Snapchat as well, right?
Yep, that's something we've made an effort to get more involved in over the last few months, especially. We've done some fun stuff with it too. We've had some takeovers. You've probably seen. We've had like Alas and
that was awesome. Yeah, that was good.
We win, and like our baseball and softball and basketball teams have taken it over for the day, and just like when they're out on their trips and traveling to national championship game and stuff like that, and we let them take it over for the day and see things from their perspective. So that's kind of cool. We're going to be doing something like that actually at commencement as well. We're going to have a graduating student take over the Snapchat for the day.
Oh, sweet.
You'll get a graduate's perspective on Snapchat of the graduation day and the whole ceremony and everything like that.
Oh, that'll be awesome. And so they can be looking for that information, I'm guessing, on our website, right? About what to come on that.
On all the social media channels and things like that.
Awesome.
So,
well, hey, man, go ahead.
A few days left. I just want to make a plug for our social media awards. We have a few days left to get in under the wire there. If you want
hashtag, you want to give us a hashtag on that?
Yeah, it's RBC SMA 16.
SMA
we're looking for best photos, best selfie, things of that nature. You can check that out on the website as well.
Now, is that for Twitter only, or can they post that also on Facebook and use the same hashtag?
They can use any mediums, Instagram, Facebook. We're checking them all to see.
Awesome. So post the coolest post photo. It's photos we're looking for. There's a whole bunch of different categories, by the way. I know I can't remember them all. You probably can't either. But if you guys just look up the hashtag SMA16 on Twitter, you'll see all the posts that Rock Valley College has posted and all the cool graphics and the different categories that are going to be pretty cool prizes too. Not just chump stuff. They're pretty cool stuff, I think, for students to grab a hold of. And so you guys have time to take photos, and you're doing it already. So hey, might as well be productive and win something out of it, right? And
that's what we thought,
Exactly right.
For everything else, so why not for social media? So,
exactly.
And actually, last year was the first year we did it. This year we're going to be tying it in with Student Life's annual awards banquet in May. So we're going to be able to give out the awards in person at that event.
Sweet. That's awesome, man. Well, hey, I appreciate your time today, man. And if people can get a hold of you, you can contact Dave Costello at d.costello@rockvalleycollege.edu. And Dave, thanks for your time today, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. Bye-bye.